So I was contemplating on this, but after my while, I just got off the phone with Harris Health. They want to make it sound like that she doesn't even know what she's talking about. That she's never been to a Bible in the clinic and had a full women's health checkup, and that being in the ER didn't happen either. Okay. But my bitch is this. About a month ago, we go in to see the doctors at Bentob. Granted, they've done some fine work. They spent twice they were in my chest, repairing my heart. But the first time, when I had Dr. Suarez about 12, 13 years ago, he waits for 4 weeks to tell me that the problem I'm having right now, they couldn't do because they didn't have the materials to do it. And that I'm going to have to come in when I'm like 50. So I was like, say 49. And the reason was at 50, the body wants to change how it, heals itself and how it reacts to this and, all this good stuff. So I go back. Now, I spend 11 hours on the table, all right, which is cool. They rebuilt my heart, took out 2 of my valves, replaced them with like steel inserts with carbon valves. And everything's fine. But my question is, I have an ascending aneurysm right now. Why? Why wasn't it taken care of when I was on the table? So as we're at Bentob, and I had to schedule this appointment like twice. Not only do I suffer this pain, just unbelievable pain to get my blood pressure, and she's like, well, and I'm like, no, it hurts. Give me a different one. Give me like an adult large. I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? So she continues on, and it hurts. And then we sit in a room for about 15, 20 minutes, about to fall asleep, and I get this young lady comes in. I think she was a surgical resident, and we're talking about it, and she goes, well, your aneurysm is only this big. It's only like a 4.3, and it has to be 5.2, and it's kind of like, well, why didn't you all fix it when you were in my chest the first time? Honestly, her answer was, well, they were already in you for like 11 hours, and they were tired. What did you want them to do? Spend another 4 hours in you? Hell yeah. I wanted you to spend another 4 hours in me and fix the ascending aneurysm. It's staring at you. Hell, you got my heart in your hand. You're a surgeon. You're a thoracic surgeon. Right there's this big fucking sore thumb sticking out at you. But no. You do what you want to do. You close me up. And guess what? That surgeon was the last surgeon. It was his last job at Bentob. And I think he moved on to St. Luke's, okay? So she admitted that because they were too tired to continue on, close my ass up. And then a year and a half, 2 years later, I have some x-rays done, and then all of a sudden, miraculously, they accidentally find an ascending aneurysm. Hell, it was there before like I thought. And she proved my point by telling me, well, what did you want these surgeons to do? They were on their feet all day already. They were tired. Are they just supposed to spend another 4 hours in you? Hell yes, they're supposed to spend another 4 hours in me. That's their job. If their job was to do half the job and then cut me, then sew me up. Now, if my first operation, they didn't do what they said. They just did like it wasn't a bypass. It was a floater. So he took my artery and he attached it to the mammary gland, which made it tough as hell for my surgeons a year later to cut into me because, they nicked that artery. I got like what, 15, 20 seconds, that's it, I'm gone. That's what I heard from them. So I understand. So I'm just repeating what I heard. But to close my ass up, knowing you're leaving an ascending aneurysm. It's an ascending aneurysm, guys, is like on your bicycle. You got this balloon. And after a while, it gets bigger and bigger until finally it blows. Well, right now I've got this thing in my heart building and growing and growing. And either A, we get in there and when it hits 5.2 and we catch it on time, or B, it blows and I die and they're happy not to see me again. I don't truly want to believe this is how they treat people. But when she said they were too tired and she wanted to go all woke about it, what did you want them to do? Stand there and spend another 4 hours in you? Hell yeah. fix the job, get it done. So, and like I said, I thought about this for a while after our meeting with her a month ago, but watching my wife on the phone just now try to get an appointment with a dentist and being told by the girl on the phone that, well, you don't exist, because they choose not to look at my wife's driver's license and see the hyphen of her last name and my last name, our last name, Broward. They cut that off, and so all of a sudden she didn't exist. But yet we're in emergency, and yet she's been to Harris Health Facility before. So I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but I'm like the only one who's going to stand up and say, I'm tired of this shit. I don't need to wait 10 years later to get my chest cut open again. I'm 62 right now. So maybe when I'm 63, almost 64, is when this thing's going to grow large enough, when they could have taken it out in the first place. If anything has ever happened to you guys like this before, like, share, leave a comment. It's just crazy, man. It's just stupid. Take care.